It is 8:45. You're watching BT Vancouver. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. Well, the first wave of people that applied for CERB back in mid-March will soon receive their fourth and final payment of $2,000. With no clear indication of the program being extended, millions who lost their jobs or who were laid off will be looking for work. Joining us now to talk more about this is HR expert Debby Carreau. Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Mary. Thanks for having me.
So we just had some breaking news that it's the economy's worst showing since 2009. So this makes for a very difficult job market to break into. For people that are looking for work, where is the best place to start?
You're absolutely right. It's a challenging job market. And unfortunately, as the wage subsidy runs out, if it's not extended, it's probably going to get tougher. So the first thing I would say is when you're looking for a job, start with looking at the industries that are growing right now, because there are still a lot of people that are hiring. So think about technology, think about logistics, supply chain, healthcare, commercial cleaning is a big one, manufacturing, trucking. Like, start with those industries. And then the second thing I would say is talk to people. Referrals and word of mouth is always the best way to get a foot in the door. And if that doesn't work for you, the next best thing is to look at job boards. So look at Indeed, look at industry-specific job boards, and then you can also look at things like LinkedIn as well, because all of those are going to have the positions that people are hiring for. And don't get discouraged, because almost every company out there, even though they may be reducing their workforce, there are usually a couple key positions that they are looking for.
So once they've found that job that interests them or they might be qualified for, it's getting that resume in. It's been a while since I've looked at my resume. Any tips for making it stand out?
Yeah, so there's a couple things. The first thing is use technology to enhance your resume. So instead of having the plain, boring resume, there are three kinds of resumes today, if you haven't done one in a while, that really help you stand out. The first is called an enhanced resume. Like, think infographic, where you can put all of your information in a less traditional form. The second one is an online profile. More and more people are taking the time to do almost a landing page website that serves as a resume. And the third one, especially if you're in a creative industry or you have the opportunity to do it, a video resume always goes a long way, because people can also get a sense of your personality as well as just what's written on the piece of paper.
Okay, some great tips there. Well, it's been a few months since people have worked. A lot of people have worked. A lot of Netflix has been watched. How does someone best position themselves to employers on what they've been doing while they were off work?
So this is a really important question, and I encourage everyone to think about this question before you go into an interview, because people are going to ask it. In a perfect world, you've taken some time over the last 3 months to reflect on what you want to be doing, what's important to you, where you want your career to go. Share that with the interviewer, that you've used this time to reflect, and as a result of that, this is a position or a company you're really interested in working with, and that's why you've applied. But if that truly isn't the case and you've been madly scrambling to do homeschooling, or you just haven't been feeling it and you have been catching up on Netflix, feel free to be honest. I mean, it's been a challenging time for everyone, and I don't think anyone's going to hold it against you if you just say, listen, it's been a really busy 3 months. It's been really hectic. Now I'm ready to get refocused and get back into the workforce. That's going to be okay as well.
That's great, Debbie. Any last-minute tips on staying ahead of the game?
So a couple things. The first thing is when a job gets posted, apply often and apply early. So don't think because the job says it's closing in 30 days, wait till the 30th day, because hiring managers are looking at those resumes right from day one. And if they find a good one at the beginning, you're more likely to get noticed then. So make sure you do that. The second one is make sure that whatever's in your resume lines up with your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook profile, your online image, because as soon as there's inconsistencies, that is going to be the first thing that's going to be a giveaway that you could have some problems with your application.
Such great advice, Debbie. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for having me. You too.
It is 8:49 here on Breakfast Television. That was HR expert Debby Carreau giving advice on how